riding the rip. The horn split the morning fog, and the bay answered with a cold slap of salt against my lips as the finish buoy flickered like a stubborn star beyond the chop. I dove, and the water seized my ribs, a living hand pulling sideways, whispering quit to the soft parts of my resolve. On shore, banners snapped, and a crowd's roar turned distant, and underwater, a drumbeat wrapped in sea and static. Halfway out, the current shifted, a sly rip shrugging me off course, and a bright ribbon of panic fluttered at the edge of my vision. I tasted metal and brine, felt the grit of sand still hidden in my cap, and heard my breath clicking like a metronome I could not quite keep time with. The temptation was loud and reasonable, a clean line back to safety, an exit ramp paved with excuses that sounded like strategy. But I did not come here to be escorted by comfort. I came to test what optimism is made of when the tide argues. I rolled to my back for 3 breaths and watched gulls strafe the gray, their wings cutting crosswind with a casual genius the water respected. That is when the question sharpened inside me like a compass point. Not how do I fight this, but how do I align with it without surrendering the finish? I angled my stroke with the rip, not against it, counting to 6, then sighting left where a darker seam promised a quieter lane, choosing to go with the flow on purpose, not by accident. Every pull became a small contract with a positive mindset, every kick a vote of confidence that my body could translate chaos into cadence. The shoreline skewed, the buoy inched, my shoulders burned, and still I kept the math simple. Patience plus direction equals momentum. Near the peak of the struggle, my lungs went flinty, and I made the clean choice that felt like flinging a window open in a storm. Ride the helpful current hard, then sprint the quiet water like it owes me a story. I cut the seam, found the hush behind the chop, and the bay finally spoke in syllables I could translate. Steady, steady, now go. When my fingers bit the buoy rope, I laughed salt and sky and knew this truth in my bones. Optimism is not denial of the wave. It is steering into the power you can use and letting it make you bigger than the pull. If you want inspiration that lasts, do not chase greatness head-on like a wall. Meet the current at an angle and turn it into speed.